Now, do you remember what inspired you? Like why you wanted to be a journalist? Was there an impactful moment?
Yeah, well, several. I mean, my parents back in the day, people actually watched television news unlike today, and they would always watch and say that everyone was full of lies about the Middle East, and they would, what Arabs do, they would throw a slipper at the TV like they can't take it anymore. And I thought, when you're a kid, you see everything in a sort of black and white way. And I thought, well, if the TV is telling lies, I'm going to go work there and tell the truth. And
Mm.
so that, as a child with that kind of innocence, that's what I really want to set out to do from that age. And so it developed into becoming like a newspaper editor in high school, and then internships out of college, and then working for several TV stations. And so I just did it the grunt way, like the thankless sharpening pencils for the producers at 11 o'clock at night kind of stuff, like sometimes it was degrading, but I'm like, I'm not going to let anything get in the way of my dream. So
Oh, that's usually, I feel like how most careers start. We don't get, to the top of the mountain from the beginning. So starting when you have that drive and passion, that's why you're so open to start, like what you call the grunt work. But is it really the grunt work, or are those really the stepping stones?
you bring up an excellent point. They are the stepping stones. Like, it teaches you grit and how to work hard. And I think sadly that's kind of lost today. I feel like there's a lot of entitlement today where people want to step from, from go to 0 to 100 in the matter of a year, where in reality, I started working my first internship. Let's see, I didn't, between my first internship and my first television gig on camera, it took 5 years, 5 years of behind the scenes grunt work is
Well,
what it,
that's what you said, behind the scenes. And
yeah.
I believe that's what it takes, because you're right. Like we can't just go from 0 to 100. And you need to have all of those stepping stones, because that's how you learn and you create experience and wisdom to be able to step into those roles 5 years later.
You would know in your profession, you've seen that through the trajectory of the people that you help, right? Probably that
Right.
makes total sense. Yeah.
And I've seen it for myself too, like just like you said, the trajectory of getting from here to here. I can't get from here to here in a moment. It takes time.
Mhm. It does. It really does.